Hey guys, it's Toy Hunter Tony here. This week's episode 232 of On the Hunt. We are featuring comic books from Bad Dog Comics out of Albemarle, North Carolina at 405 West Main Street. If you get the chance to go in there, say hello to Eric and that Tony sent you. Like I mentioned in the preview, Nikki and I did like 4 or 5 takes, and we couldn't quite figure out the flow of that conversation, but hopefully it didn't hurt your brain too bad. But so we went in there, and it was like maybe 10 minutes, 9 minutes before closing. We were coming back from a lacrosse game, and we were going to eat dinner, and I caught Eric right at closing, and Marion said, "I got 10 minutes. On your mark, get set, go." I perused a lot of things as fast as I could, but what caught my eye is he had 4 bundles of some sets, and a couple of them were just like one issue from a complete set. But I got him anyways because they're books that I always love and I needed to add to my collection. So now, with no more ado, is that how you say that, Nikki? Ado. Not redo, ado. Anyways, the Marvel DC crossover, there is a character called Access, and he can go between the 2 universes. And when the veil is really thin, the characters will interact with each other, and then you also get amalgams. And this doesn't say anything about amalgams, but what do you see on the cover? Amalgam characters. So this is the Unlimited Access miniseries. It's only 4 issues. I think it was like 97 is when this came out. Really hard to come by, and I jumped at the chance to grab this. Now this is a $140 hunt. You can keep score as we go through here, or stick around at the end of the video and we'll show you the value of the books that we picked up. So Ultimate Access number 4, gorgeous looking cover. We have got number 3. Yeah, it's really cool. Nikki does not remember this, and I was like, well, that's because you were like 2 years old, Nicholas. This was out way before anything. But Unlimited Access number 2, it's a nice one, Wolverine cover. And then we've got Unlimited Access number 1. Now you do notice that's 247. That's because that is our booth number 47, and that is our dealer code at Stokesdale Marketplace. These books will appear this weekend at our booth at Stokesdale Marketplace if you see anything here you like. And if you see it over our channels, all you got to do is contact us, and we'll pull them, or if they're still available at the booth, we'll pull them for you. Just contact Nikki or myself on any of our channels. But this is New Agents of Atlas. This is a 4-part series, and if you're trying to find this, it's got some really cool first appearances of some characters. We'll get into that as we get to the earlier numbers. But the miniseries is the War of the Realms, New Agents of Atlas, because there's another miniseries, actually it was an ongoing series, New Agents of Atlas, but this is War of the Realms. This is number 4, number 3, and number 2. This is the first appearance of Swordmaster, and he will become the new Iron Fist. He did appear on the cover of number 1, but unfortunately, as you'll see here, our number 1 is a cover C by, Kamen Kali. It's a first appearance of Lunistor, Crescent and Low, and a first appearance of Arrow and Wave. But unfortunately, since this is the connecting cover, Swordmaster does not appear on this cover. This would have a little higher price for that. That's gorgeous. And I do have other ones of these, but this was the set. Now, I broke these up. I'm going to sell these as singles because the first one, I could have done the set for Unlimited Access, and the New Agents of Atlas, I literally wanted to get all the right covers, so I'll have to find them. And if I find them, then I'll go back and pull them. But Earth X, that was a huge thing because at the end of this series, Shalabal makes an appearance. I have this whole complete set. It's got 0, 1 through 12. The 13th issue is considered X. Then I've got the 2 Wizards 1/2s and special editions. Now I have that at my booth at Stokesdale Marketplace. And that was at the height of the Fantastic Four movie with Shia LaBeouf. Now, the prices have come down a little bit, but the individual books have actually gone up. So I'm going to sell these as singles because we're missing X and we're missing the special edition and the 1/2 from Wizard. So these will be available for individual purchases. All right, there, Nikki told me shut up. This is Utah asks X51 to be his eyes. So he is blind, and we are watching Earth X's heroes. That's what X51 is going to end up doing. That's number 0. Number 1, the first cameo appearance of May Parker as Venom. Love that one. Beautiful Captain America. Number 2, first appearance of the cover of the Brothers Grimm. They're the boys of Ben Grimm. And look at that. That Dr. Doom, I believe, is Reed Richards. Yeah, crazy, right? Love this series. And then this one is the first appearance of May Parker as Venom. We also have the Skull, which is, they call it the Punisher, and then they call it the Captain. But this is actually the Red Skull. These beautiful covers are all done by Alex Ross. And then the interior art, I don't think they had the artist. I don't have that information in front of me. Damn you, Nikki. This is issue number 4. First cover appearance of the Reptilian Spider-Man, which is awesome. Plus, you got a female Iron Man there. Female Thor. It's the first appearance of female Thor. Now, it's not Jane Foster, but it's still alternate Thor, which is gorgeous. There's Celestials in here. The Inhumans are in here. This is and the X-Men. And this is one of the beautiful negative cover. A lot of people didn't pay attention to this one, but all the negative cover aficionados, look at that. That is gorgeous. And then we've got Hulk is seeking out Captain Marvel. That actually comes to fruition. That's what the story X, which is the 13th issue of the series. This is issue number 7. Beautiful. Like that one. Look at that. That is May Parker as Venom. Beautiful costume. Anyways, Utah asks X51 to become the Watcher. And that does look like a regular Spider-Man. Maybe a little overweight Spider-Man, but still Spider-Man. Beautiful cover. Medusa, Black Bolt, Inhumans. Love that one. And there we go. The Captain versus the Skull in this one. X51 becoming the Watcher. This was a really hard way to describe it, but they turned to dust or stone, the humans, Nikki. He couldn't explain it to me. Inhumans versus the Celestials in here. And then we're getting down to it. Number 12. That is the main reason people went and saw the Fantastic Four movie. It's the female version of Silver Surfer. It's the first appearance of Shia LaBeouf as a Silver Surfer. Love that one. And then Earth X issue 13 would be just Earth X. It'll have an X there. That's what we're missing. So I didn't want to try to sell that as a set, but I had no problems picking it up as a set because that's a beautiful, beautiful book right there. And then, holy crap, we are missing issue number 1, and then this would be a complete set. But we've got Invincible presents Adam Eve number 2, really clean copy. And then we've got the Compendium, which is the collector's editions of issue 1 and 2. That is really hard to find. Plus, number 1, we are still looking out for it. But since that is kind of an incomplete set, we're going to be selling them separately. All right. See, there's a lot of good stuff. All you got to do is go to Bad Dog Comics in Albemarle, North Carolina, and tell Eric that Tony sent you. Guys, I really appreciate you hanging out with me today. These books will be appearing at our booth at Stokesdale Marketplace, booth number 47. And as always, stay on the hunt, and we'll see you in the next episode.